Sunday morning. Here I am at Foster Falls, another area of falls that's just beautiful. So I'm going to do some sketching here in just a minute. Just trying to get started. I know you can't see my layout, just starting with some white lines here.
Welcome back to Ray's A-Frame Adventure, episode 39, I think. What do you mean you think? Well, I wasn't sure if this is Ray's A-Frame Adventure or Ray's Art Adventure. Oh, no, this is Ray's A-Frame Adventure, but I have started another YouTube channel called Ray's Art Adventure for when I'm taking a break from working on the cabin. Click on the link below in the description if you'd like to check it out. Well, if you're finished with your shameless plug, let's get back to work.
Back in the kitchen, and today we're going to build a cabinet, but a kind of cabinet. Some shelves here that'll go in this corner area here.
Looks like cardboard.
That fit in there.
Wait.
And the cabinet company had sent me some 1x6 that was finished, some extra here, and I guess that's what they thought I was going to use it for. I'm not sure how I ended up with that, but at any rate, what we're going to do is we're going to do this plan here. So we're going to make a triangular shape here, and then we're going to put two shelves in it with some facing material on the front. We're going to cut it all out of this 8-foot piece that I've got right here. And so I did a little diagram here of the dimensions and then kind of a 3D drawing here of what I'm going to build. So I'll build it as a whole box unit, and then it'll screw into position through the cabinet side. We'll just screw into it. So I made a cardboard template here exactly the size. I wanted to make sure everything was good.
Told you.
And it's actually a little snug on this side here. So what I'll do is we'll just take off as you can see, there's the space there. We'll take off just a little bit on the one side, like an 1/8 inch or something on that side. And that's the good thing about making an actual cardboard template, because the bow on the wall here, I wouldn't have known that just by measuring. It's just been too difficult. So I want it to be a little bit loose, so we'll screw in there rather than being too tight. Yeah, so my drawing here I did on a scrap piece of cardboard. So, which, you know, I always have enough cardboard laying around. It's always good for stuff. So for cutting on the floor, which I cut out the template on the floor.
So recycle your cardboard, kids. Yep.
In cutting the cabinet pieces on the wood here, I've already ripped them in strips here for the
rips are cuts that follow the grain of the wood,
1x2s, which are actually 1 by 1.5. And I'm using my cardboard template, which I cut out, to mark the wood. Rather than remeasure everything on the wood, I'm just laying that on the individual pieces and then just marking the ends, and that way I know everything's exact. Here you can see I've got a couple pieces marked off here. So that should work out real well. Putting the face frame together for the shelves here, it's got kind of a mess going on my table here.
That's nothing new.
I've just drilled some pilot holes ahead of time, and then I'm going to just screw these screws in there and pull it tight. I want to drill a little pilot hole instead, you know, not take a chance on splitting the screws, or excuse me, splitting the wood. Alright, I'm just mad now. This is the kind of stuff you run into.
Take a breath.
The nail gun here. I don't know what its problem was.
Relax.
It just was not shooting these nails in.
Think happy thoughts.
You know, I got a few to go in fine.
Rainbows.
Up here fine. And then all of a sudden it just went boom, boom, boom. Of course, on the finished part here, cracked the wood here a little bit.
It's not helping.
So I'll have to pound those in, clean them up, putty them up, and
puppy dogs.
I'll be alright. I got some stain and stuff, but it just is irritating when you don't have to go through that.
What flavor?
Steps.
Blueberry cheesecake. Okay.
Wednesday morning, August 15th, 2018. It's a little overcast this morning. My brother Thomas and his wife Anna are coming today to help finish up the electrical, which is fantastic. First time Anna's coming out to see the property. So I think she'll be excited.
So my brother Thomas is up to visit. He's putting in the ground rod here for the electrical. He's the electrician, so as you can see, we got the long ground rod. We're going to put 2 of them in. So trying to hit it and miss stone. If we're lucky.
And his kneecap.
All right, Thomas, don't let it whip you.
Can you bleep out any cursing?
Oh boy.
Yeah, when you miss it and hit your leg, sure, we can do that.
Crack my shin a few times.
Here goes our G rating again.
Okay, we got our 2 ground rods in. This got a ground rod in over here at an angle and going up to the box there. And then 6 feet away or so, we got the ground rod running along here, and then a second ground rod going into here. Yeah, there it is. Alright, so I got that taken care of. We'll bury that copper line in there, and we'll be all set for that. August 16th, and my brother and sister-in-law came up yesterday, and he's the electrician here. See if I can get this open. And he set up the panel for me, put the breakers in and all that, but that's not really what I want to talk to you about right now.
Oh no. Don't tell me.
What I want to talk to you about is this staircase.
I knew it.
So my sister-in-law,
Happy
who
thoughts.
bought a chair so she could sit in
Waffles.
and oversee things,
It's not working.
decided that this is like the elephant in the room. She loves it. It's a piece of art, but it's right in the middle of the room.
Please no.
Which I've been thinking about that lately, of course, you know, and all the struggles I've had trying to get the thing up there and figure out where it needs to go.
It's fine.
But anyway, so last night I kind of woke up and I'm like, you know what? Let's see if we can rearrange this thing. So I cut out a cardboard template, kind of marked it up to fit the base plate of this.
Don't cry.
And I've got the broom here, and I've got where the rail would go to see if there's some way we can slide this whole thing. I've done bolted and all that fun stuff. And maybe try to get it, force it over into that corner.
It'll be all right.
Just a lot of problems trying to make it to where it clears the door opens. And then also the ceiling height as this A-frame comes in, I'm concerned about. So I'm gonna check some heights here. The idea would come around here, and then it would follow up this angle where I've got the blue tape and kind of go to a middle platform that would come out and maybe go across the ceiling here all the way to the front wall, kind of like a gangplank there, if you will. So I like the idea, but boy, it's gonna be a lot of work moving that, and things may not quite fit, but we're gonna do some research into it, because I agree, it is right in the middle of the room. It's beautiful, but it is kind of a pain in the neck. Right there in the middle of the room, it does take up some space, so we'll see what we can do.
I quit. Come on.
Upstairs here, putting on the final coats of clear finish on the ceiling,
Wait,
and got my scaffolding set up here.
didn't we do painting in the last
And
episode?
my stairs all covered up.
Yeah, but I had a little more to
Put some
show.
drop cloths here, so just want to get this done. Actually, I have 3 coats on there.
Wow, this is a
I have
packed
to
episode.
put a little bit of
Yeah.
caulk up here and seal that at the top, and then finish the other sections down here below after I remove some of the scaffolding. I'll really be glad to get this done.
Me too.
It's hot today. I don't even know what day it is, August something or other. So I got my ladders up here against the wall and I'm trying to protect the finish on it. I've got rubber on this ladder over here, the rubber caps on there, those little boots. Didn't have any for this side, so I used some old laundry.
Dude, those are not your pants.
Protected.
Yeah.
Hey, those things are expensive over there. You know, I'm feeling kind of cheap here. Money's been tight lately.
You are wearing pants,
So you
right?
gotta do what you gotta do.
Yes, of
That's what
course.
it's all about, right?
Just checking.
So I got some rainwater in my buckets this morning, but when I was putting them into the jugs, I noticed there was some mosquitoes and different things that had dropped in there during the night.
Ick.
So I'm gonna filter it with a shirt here that I've just got over the other container.
Do you use your laundry for everything? Whatever it takes.
Pour it through. That way it'll screen out all the bugs and stuff that have fallen in the water. Keep it kind of clean. Like that. Remember, I'm not drinking this water. I'm just filtering it here, so for showers.
Yeah, sure you're not. That might explain a few things.
Hush your mouth.
Hey, were you impersonating
But I
me?
take off the labels here after I
am you.
have the drinking water. I take off the labels so that I know that that's not for drinking anymore.
Where's my lawyer?
Okay, Saturday morning here, and it's time to move the elephant in the room, as my sister-in-law Anna calls it. So we're gonna try to move the staircase today. I'm gonna unbolt it here, or I should say unscrew it. And I've got my ladder set up here with some rope tied to it on both sides. And the idea is when I unscrew the floor and I unscrew the top, that somehow this will balance out and we'll be able to slide the whole contraption around without it falling over and crashing into the refrigerator and the cabinets and the granite countertop.
This is your plan? Hey, it should work.
Oh boy.
Did you just do an impression of
Anyway,
me again?
We're gonna take this
Maybe.
and slide it all the way back over into this corner.
Doesn't even
That's
sound
the
like
idea
me.
here where I've got the cardboard template sitting.
Sorry.
And then we'll figure out some type of gangplank to go up here. I just have a temporary one up here that I had for painting.
I'll wait in the car. You're not gonna help?
Oh Lord Jesus, watch over us today.
Someone has to be ready to
Amen.
drive you to the hospital. Oh, ye have little faith.
Well, I got the stair moved over in the corner,
Hallelujah.
holding up by the ladder. I was able to slide all that, mess around with the ladders and everything. Took a little bit, but it was doable. And got in the corner, and it fits okay. I mean, just no clearance at all on the counter over here, you know, and no clearance right here. I mean, it just slides in there pretty much exactly how I knew it would. And the problem, which I thought was gonna be a problem, was this beam right here is really in the way when you come up the stairs here. I don't have all this mounted yet, so I don't want to shake too much. When you come up, it's close between here and here. I mean, you know, you got about maybe 12, 14 inches. So I'm gonna have to maybe shave this log back or do something. I'm not sure yet here. I do like it in the corner. It does open up the room quite a bit, as you can see. And I think it'll work once I get that gangplank everything figured out. Yeah, so I definitely decided I'm redoing the stairs and how they're going to work out. But I went to a farmer's co-op today and found this old railing fence. It was like a cattle pen or something, animal pen. And it's made out of steel here, and it's just old and kind of rusty. And I really like it, and I'm going to use this for the railing upstairs, and also I'm going to create some trusses out of some of this metal here. So, yeah, in case you're wondering, it is raining out.
Where's my umbrella?
Anyway, okay, so I'm going to use this bottom 4 here to create a floor truss for the new gangplank that's going to go over, that's going to hook into the stairs. Why I'm using my hands and showing you all this, I have no idea, because I know you can't tell. But anyway, that's what we're going to do. So you're just going to have to see it. I think it's going to be really cool. It's going to take some work. My friend Abel helped me get it up here.
I'll wait for the
and
movie.
I'll be cutting it apart, and then he'll be helping me weld it together. So in doing the new stairs and sliding them over to the corner, which we talked about before, again, I've got a gangplank now that's going to kind of come across here. I'm going to fill in this whole area with a floor system. So the metal that I just picked up at the farmer's co-op, the gate and fencing, I'm going to turn into a floor truss to go here across the front, and then another one to go in the middle here, and then another one in the back. And we'll create a truss system. And then as it goes up, I'll also use it to create a rail system along the top edge up here.
If you say so.
Well, it's that time of year again where we're getting stink bugs and ladybugs starting to come in the structure again. So what I've done is, what happens is they crawl right through the screen, behind the screen frame, and then get in, which is crazy because you think it'd be sealed better than that. But what I've done is I've bought some self-adhesive foam here, which is like a window sealer. And so I'm going around the screen area and actually applying that in the track where the screen fits in there loosely. As you can see, it'll go inside of there, and that'll kind of give a physical barrier to the insects trying to climb in around that screen. And I'm also got some stink bug killer, which is also good for ladybugs and a multiple other bugs there. And so that's a long term. I'll spray that on. It's supposed to last several months to repel and keep those things out of there. And I've heard good things about it, so we'll see how that works. Well, after doing a lot of figuring here last day or so, I've got all my pieces cut out for my railing and my trusses. I know it looks like a big pile of mess there.
Really?
And it actually is. There's some scrap stuff, scrap pieces of metal and stuff. And so we'll be starting to weld. Abel's gonna come up and help me weld these pieces here. This will be the 2 floor trusses here, and that will go into the log. Log will sit about here on each side, and then we'll bolt those into the log. So hopefully that'll work. We're going to kind of start welding, putting stuff together, and then see how it looks.
Let's do it.
So I got Abel come up and welding the trusses for me in the metal.
Don't look at the light, kids.
I got everything cut out, and welding pan and cutting on the ground. It's really hot out today. Beautiful, but still hot. August 27th, late in the day. The evening is here. Sun's gone down. It's been a long day working on these railings, and I know now you can't see them. I'm trying to show you, but it's kind of too dark.
Just a bit.
At any rate, here's one over here. You can see a little bit.
Negative.
So I've been working on the railings.
Where's my night vision
I
goggles?
got cleaned up, showered up, and heading into town to grab a bite to eat.
Sorry, I thought that would show up.
August 23rd. Beautiful, cool evening this morning. It must be like 62 or so, maybe 65. It's just beautiful out this morning. Unfortunately, last night I woke up with severe pain in my eyes. I think it was from doing the welding stuff and
I told you not to look at the light.
maybe getting some dust in there, grinding and all that stuff in there. Or,
I didn't think
or
I
just,
had.
being exposed to the light of the welder, even though I was trying to be careful.
Apparently I was wrong.
I just, you know, holding my hands and able welding and stuff too. There's occasional times when I did see the burst of light. So
Ouch.
I don't know if that's what did it or not, but anyway, severe pain in my eyes, and headed into town to maybe get something for it, maybe go to the eye doctor's, not sure. But it is a beautiful morning, even though I'm not actually looking at it right now. I'm just pointing around because I've got my eyes half closed.
So apparently I've got welder's flash burn in my eyes, so I'm sitting in the park. Oh, nice. With taking the day off, kind of putting cucumbers on my eyes, and went in and talked to the pharmacist and stuff about some drops and stuff, but they were so painful. It was honestly, I'm doing the home remedy thing here and just giving it. They just tell me I need to rest it. So hopefully I'm actually videotaping something here since I'm not actually looking at anything. So that's a wrap for this episode, kids. Let's stay tuned and see if Ray gets his vision back, and if we can get these stairs done. Oh boy. See you next episode.